have your attention, please. First things first, security and safety. And let me point out the exits. One straight at the back, the door next to that, here, or from the side. In case the worst things happen, a flood, fire, earthquake, etc. Hope it never happens. Not today, not ever. And if anybody wants to go to the restroom, go out straight and to the corner. If you want to escape the trouble going on here or for whatever reason. Okay. Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasati. Pita Dharma, Pita Swarga, Pita Hi Parampara. This is an auspicious moment for me and my fellow classmates, as 50 years ago we came out of the portals of this hallowed institution, ready to take on the world. Indeed, students from this pristine setting of this campus that nurtured people from the liberal and fine arts through the scriptures, physical and life sciences, engineering, with co-located places of physical, athletic, spiritual, and the performing arts culture, as well as flying. Flying. I don't remember the square footage, but there's an airport here. In fact, I recall the unique opportunity, courtesy delegates of a US mission, to view on these precincts the moon soil samples brought back to Earth from the first moon landing in 1969. I cannot help but recall my father, a 1935 Benko graduate in mechanical cum electrical engineering, at a time when Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji walked these sacred grounds. And he got to meet icons like, you tell him you sat on his lap. Of course, I'm still waiting for that day. It is my proud privilege and honor to stand here with the blessings of our gurus, to welcome you, my fellow students, and your spouses who took the trouble to be with us today. And with the faculties, there are lots of memories. It's a kind of an emotional moment as I stand here. So now to the business of the day. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the people who worked diligently to prepare for the 1973 batch Golden Reunion. So there were 5 people who got together, 4 of them in India. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 2 of them in Varanasi, doing literally the groundwork, the nitty-gritty details, from where to get the Bajra started, to how to enter the temple, to negotiations with this place to get this. There was 1 in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, 1 situated in Bangalore, and 2 people in the Western Hemisphere. Just to give you a sense of how global we are, and we continue to be, because now we are saying geography is now history. It doesn't matter where you are anymore. All that matters is what you do, and can anybody use it. Was I right in that? Yeah. Okay, so with that, as I recognize you, gentlemen, please come here so people can see you. Shiveshwar Prasad Srivastava is the convener of the organizing committee. Ahmedabad, and with long hands, he's been controlling and keeping discipline all. You know that? Ooh, Akhilesh Agarwal. Bangalore. Doing his stuff from there. Pranamendra Sharma, California. Oh. Rajendra Prasad Singh. And Ganga Prasad Singh. And last but not the least, Amit Park from USA. See, I was just like a conscience keeper. But now I want to proceed.
You know that the right time, the right moment.
Today's Mahabharata would have not been possible without it.
Always pointing, ये miss हो गया, वो miss हो गया.
Friend, Mrs. Neena Singh, to accompany the Vice Chancellor to the dais. I then request Mrs. Asha Jamkar to accompany the Director IIT to the dais.
Dr. K.P.
These are like, the message is given. Okay. And then let me recall Mrs. Manju Agarwal to accompany Mr. Pranamendra Sharma to the dais. All right. So now we get to the next very critical part of this evening agenda. I'd like to request Mr. R.N. Lal, Mr. S.P. Srivastav, Pranamendra Sharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and Dr. K.P.Singh. And now request all to stand up for the Kul Geet.
राजधानी
राजधानी राजधानी यहाँ की है ये पवित्र शिक्षा कि सत्य पहले फिर आत्मरक्षा विखे हरिश्चंद्र थे यहीं पर ये सत्य शिक्षा की राजधानी राजधानी विवेक ईश्वर की सत्यवाणी बने जिन्हें पढ़ के ब्रह्म ज्ञानी वे व्यास जी ने रचे यहीं पर ये ब्रह्म विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी विमुक्ति पद को दिलाने वाले सुधर्म पथ पर चलाने वाले यहीं फले फूले बुद्ध शंकर ये राज ऋषियों की राजधानी राजधानी सुरम्य धाराएं वरुणासी नहाए जिनमें कबीर तुलसी भला हो कविता का क्यों ना कर ये बाग विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी विविध कला अर्थशास्त्र गायन गणित खनिज औषधि रसायन प्रतीचि प्राची का मेल सुंदर ये विश्वविद्या की राजधानी राजधानी ये मालवीय जी की देशभक्ति ये उनका साहस ये उनकी शक्ति ये मालवीय जी की देशभक्ति ये उनका साहस ये उनकी शक्ति प्रकट हुई है नवीन होकर ये कर्मवीरों की राजधानी राजधानी मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी राजधानी
To remember my classmates who are no longer with us, who've left us over the last 50 years. So,
And also our professors.
huh?
And also our professors.
and our pro-
Just
I'm going to hand the baton to my friend, Mr. Pranavendra Sharma, to take it over from here.
Chose me for this honor. I am saying that I am privileged to be here in the dais with such distinguished technologists, educationists, that I don't even feel deserved to be here. But I take this opportunity to thank all my friends for giving me this opportunity. And with that, I would like to give a brief introduction of our chief guest today as the guest of honor. So, this is my privilege and honor that the Vice Chancellor, the 28th Vice Chancellor of Banaras Hindu University has consented to grace us with his presence here. This makes all of us here very proud. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the 28th Vice Chancellor of Banaras Hindu University, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Kumar Jain. His educational achievements, his academic credentials and his administrative credentials does not need any introduction. Him at the helm of the affairs of the university, and I am very sure that under his guidance, BHU will go from glory to a higher glory. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Sudhir Kumar Jain. Then, next I would like to introduce one of our own from old IIT BHU. He did his electrical engineering, BS, MS, and then his PhD in electronics engineering from IIT BHU. And we have, in our batch here, have something in common with him. We graduated in the same year, but we had our BS, he did our PhD. So in that sense, he is our father. He is the ex-director of IIT BHU, and of course it's IIT BHU now, Dr. K.P.Singh. We are really honored to have you here with us, sir. So please welcome both of them. And now I would like to request Mrs. Bimla Singh to come up to the dais and present the Honorable VC with a small. Thank you, Mr. Singh. Sarla Tikku will come up to the dais to present our guest of honor with our small token of appreciation. Mrs. Sudha Verma, Mrs. Mala Kumar, and Mrs. Rekha Dixit to present to our esteemed invited guests with a small token of our appreciation. To us, give us a little bit of his, grace us with his speech, give us some knowledge from all these years that he has taught. He is our guru. So we'd like to listen to what he has to say. because he is not only our senior, he has been our professor, he has been our director. So I hope that we learn something from him. Also, his word of wisdom will be able to guide us for whatever the remaining life we have in this world. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prof. Sharma. As per the spelling, I guess you are from Assam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guessed right. Good evening to all of you for having come from distances from abroad and within India. I am indeed privileged to be here. In the absence of our regular director, Professor P.K.Singh, he is busy somewhere, he is gone. So I was rather commanded by Mr. K.P.Singh that I have to be here. And all of a sudden it was a kind of pleasure as well as shock. This is a shock, real shock, electronic shock, Dhruvadas. I don't know if I will come to the expectations of Mr. Sharma. And my thoughts will go random. I don't have anything which I made up to speak here in my mind. First of all, on the dais, Professor Sudhir Kumar Jain ji, the able Vice Chancellor of Banaras Hindu University, whom I did know for a long time, more than 25 years I guess, Sudhir ji, more than 25 years. And I was really happy to note that Professor Sudhir Jain, who had been 3 times director of IIT Gandhinagar, he was rather summoned and forced to come and join BHU. Not very willingly, but he did, because he got the 3rd term of Gandhinagar, IIT Gandhinagar, where he was continuing, who would have continued even today. So we are fortunate at Banaras Hindu University at this end that we have Professor Sudhir Jain at the helm of affair of Banaras Hindu University. Let me tell Professor Sudhir Jain that he has to be really cautious at Banaras University. This is a very, very complicated, huge university. Complications are only in terms of varied and varieties of problems that one has to face day to day. By now, I think he must have had enough of experience of facing those kind of music almost every day. And he is able enough. Since I know him for long, I know his competence. And one thing I can tell you, I was member of the Senate of the IIT Kanpur, where the then director of IIT Kanpur, Professor Sanjay Govind Dhande, in every meeting of the Senate, he used to look for Professor Sudhir Jain. The meeting was supposedly not to be complete without the inputs given by Professor Sudhir Jain. And I can tell you, my dear friends here, you are all young, younger to me, so I call you young friends. 50 years old, that doesn't matter, but you are all young friends. That the day of the meeting when Sudhir Jain is not seen visible in the Senate meeting, he used to say that we are missing something. Dhande. And I tell you, his inputs which he gave in the Senate were all to the point, very correct, apt, and very fitting to the situation, and a good solution to whatever the problem was posed there in the Senate meeting. He had been very loving to me also, and after that, in every lunch we used to meet and chat. Then I was also director of HBTI Kanpur. I was there for 3 years, so every meeting we used to meet him, but for the meetings when he was absent. And I have seen here, after coming to BHU, that he has faced kind of music Banaras poses very successfully and circumvented every situation very nicely, successfully, competently. Now, amongst the audience on the floor, I have colleagues from our IIT BHU. One of the senior most person available sitting here is Professor Ramji Agrawal sir. He is here. He was Professor of Civil Engineering and he is a graduate of 1965. 4 years senior to me. And you are exactly 4 years junior to me. So I am a sandwich between Professor Ramji Agrawal and these young friends.
You are the butter of the soup.
Agrawal साहब कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, please.
हो गया.
Okay, no problem. So I must thank the Professor Ramji Agrawal to have graced this occasion and having come here. Next, the present senior most professor of IIT BHU is Professor A.K. Tripathi. He had been always very near and dear to me. As he belongs to computer engineering, then it was the department of computer engineering which was created and had no physical place to sit or start anything. So physically it was running into electronics engineering department. And he was part of our department then. In every meeting of the electronics engineering, Professor Tripathi is there and he used to contribute also. And we never felt that he is a person, he is an alien to our department, never. Never ever. And that I think continued for several years. 5, 6 years, maybe more. 7 years, see. So we had been a colleague for a long time. And his inputs were again very, very formative and good for the department's progress. Dhruva Das from electronics engineering, I don't know if he was aware of the teaching of the electronics community teachers. We used to fight within the department a lot, within the meeting. And he is a witness to that. But exactly immediately after coming out of the hall of the meeting, everybody was really a very, very good friend from the core of heart. No bickerings at all. That is what I am finding missing these days. This is my pain, that in the departments now people write the emails. They don't even write the message on the WhatsApp. Email is a distant thing. So that separates the friendship. And that is what is going on today. This is what is paining me. I think Professor Sudhir Jain will agree to my statement that if you want to have a bond, you fight within yourself for any right and wrong, whatever it is, within the closed room. After that, nobody should know that you are discussing hot or cold. Please sit down, Sarmaji. You cannot stand for long. I know you are from San Jose. You have enough of stamina, enough of vitamins, received there, but still you need to sit. Therefore, that unity is a really requirement of every department in the institute, not only department of IIT, but I will integrate to the entire Banaras University, and we have now more than 134 departments in Banaras University. It's a huge university. And I think you are witness, you know everything, I don't have to go into those details. The formation of IIT happened in 2012, the year when I retired. So before that, every running here and there, please forgive me if something has gone wrong. It's not me to be blamed, but I can take the credit or discredit of getting the formation of IIT. For long 2-3 years, I had been running from Banaras University to Delhi, to the parliament, to ministers, to members of that person at the helm of affair. And then here is one person who is witness. He used to be with us. It was a 5-6 persons we used to run together. Anybody available during that period. If somebody is busy, he used to get dropped himself. But out of some 6-7 persons, at least 4 or 5 used to be there in Delhi. And it was a routine kind of thing for 2 years continuously. And to cut the story short, let me tell you, we succeeded somehow. And IIT BHU got created on 29th of June 2012. So I don't want to pat my back alone, but my friends, they really cooperated well. The initiation or the conversion of IT to IIT was long back done, wherein our senior Professor Ramji Agrawal was one of the active members. Professor B.B. Bansal of Mechanical Engineering, those who have graduated from Mechanical still may remember, he is no more unfortunately. From Metallurgy, Professor Ghosh. There are many others who were active enough. But the biggest problem I faced was not in Delhi, was from within our Banaras University. We used to see files piled up in the concerned member of the parliament talking all against institute to be converted into IIT. Printed, unprinted, handwritten, and sacks of these materials were there. Eventually, anyway, we succeeded after failure in 2 sessions of parliament. So credit or discredit, I am a party to that in getting conversion from IIT-BHU to IIT. I was also fortunate, since I entered the 5-year integrated course in 1964, and then first year used to run at Kamacha, and second year onwards was within the campus. During those 5 years, I have enough exposure, K.P.Singh, enough exposure of having met different kind of persons, and really that made us a full person. Our personality grew during those 5 years, the formative stage of our career. Then I told you that I was fortunate in the sense that from 1964 to 1968, I was a student of Banaras Engineering College. Then there were three colleges, Virji. One was Mining and Metallurgy called MINMET. The second one was Banaras Engineering College, abbreviated as BENCO. And third was Techno, College of Technology. So these three were merged in 1968. And the first batch came out of Institute of Technology, IIT, was in 1969. So I was also fortunate to be part of BENCO, part of IIT, Institute of Technology, and before retirement part of IIT BHU also. Though I retired, then it got converted, but still I continued as Institute Professor, then Professor Emeritus and all those. So I had continued for up to the age of 72, 73 years. Only Corona departed me from the department. I was not able to engage any student during Corona. So after that, I dissociated almost myself. So this is the story for my side. But other side, I remember Yugal Kishore Gupta, Dhruva Das, Tikku is here, his Mrs. came. These are all persons I knew from then. Vicky is there, whose three brothers. I used to know him thoroughly. Vishnu, Vijay and Vicky. Vicky's name, right now I saw his name plate at the pocket, which said, otherwise I knew only Vicky. So these are the associates. Then K.P.Singh is very close to my house, residence in near Sundarpur. I am in Bridge Enclave colony. K.P.Singh is also in Bridge Enclave. And then Ganga Prasad Singh. Ganga Prasad Singh had been part of our Banaras Alumni Association, we call it BAA, which is the parent alumni association of all alumni associations, which are spread over different parts of the world, not only India. And he had been very active member, K.P.Singh and Ganga Prasad Singh both. My friend is sitting there. He belongs to one of the royal family, Shah family of this Benares. Rai, Gobind Chand Rai, something Rai, something Rai, something. He is Rai. First Rai and then anything else. So please get up, sir. He is another member of our Benares who has been always associated with us. And the family is really royal. Rai is abbreviation of royal. So he is part of us. So I know many of you very personally. I am really indeed delighted and pleased to be here this evening. I did not prepare anything to speak. This all flashed in my mind and I vomited out whatever I could feel like saying. If I have said anything otherwise, please forgive me. And with respect to present deans, Dr. K.P.Singh, Dr. Srivastava, and my dear all young friends who have come from far and wide to grace this occasion of their 50th Golden Jubilee celebration. Another part, yes, Golden Jubilee in the name, I remember that our Golden Jubilee happened to be 4 years ago. That is 2019. And it was centenary of the Banaras, IIT, which rather BENCO. The then mining metallurgy was not there, techno was not there. BENCO was founded in 1919, Professor Sudhir Jain sir. And what exactly 100 years later, and ours was 50th year, Golden Jubilee. So I have been really fortunate in many terms. I am forgetting many things. So I have been fortunate enough to be part of this institute for a long time. The other thing you must have seen, that the nostalgia we feel, all of you, all my friends and we all of us, after hearing or listening to the Kulgi, every word, every word is so very heavy, well written, well organized, and the music itself was given by Pandit Omkarnath Thakur, one of the legend of the music. This Kulgeet was written by Santi Swarup Bhatnagar, Professor Santi Swarup Bhatnagar, who was a professor of chemistry in Banaras Hindu University. So those legends were legends, and every alumni of Banaras Hindu University forget about the institute only. They feel attachment after listening to every word of the Kulli. And romanch hota hai. We feel it as if it is coming from within ourselves. Ram Narayan Lal is another doyen here sitting. He had been the first ranker of his batch. And we had a colleague from this batch, Ram Narayan Lal, Professor P.K. Mukherjee. And we used to listen a lot about him. All praises for him. So all of you are really near and dear to me, close to my heart. And you are not too far apart. 4-year junior is nothing. And we had been really close. I remember so many faces, even your face. But at this age, recollecting the names are difficult. That you will realize. Very, very difficult. And the able conduction in the beginning by Mr. Carr was really good. I was amazed, I was surprised that a person from Bengal is speaking so well Hindi, so good Hindi. I could see from Assam there is a tinge of Assamese in his speech. I could catch from there, but nobody catch Mr. Carr from his speech that he is not a Banarsi. You are a perfect Banarsi. So I welcome all of you to Banaras Hindu University, to Banaras, to IIT BHU, to earlier Benko, mining, metallurgy and techno, because it's a congregation of all the disciplines, all the branches here, and that's a really credit. And getting together so many number of persons after 50 years is a credit. It's not a small joke. And I must congratulate all the persons, K.P.Singh, Ganga Singh, Kar, Sharma ji and all other friends, Agrawal sir, everybody having worked together to get this reunion of Golden Jubilee to be done and celebrated here in Banaras. I wish all of you a very, very, very good health, a very prosperous life in future. Since I am 4-year senior, I can wish everything for you, and I wish every good for you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. Absolutely not, sir. We are thrilled. We are thrilled by all the histories that we came to know from you. You are 4 years our senior, and your words of wisdom, the history that you gave from Bangkok to IT to IIT, it's really, really something that we have learned today, that what I've gone through. And one thing I would like to mention here, that we, the batch of the freshman batch who came up in 1968, we are the first batch of IT BHU, because that's when the College of Handmade, Benko and Techno got together, merged. And that also was a little bit of misfortune for us. We were all put in Rasputin hostel, all the first year students. And I don't remember Dr. Singh ragging us, okay, but we became real Mughals, okay, for being ragged. And not 1 year, we got ragged for 2 years. And that too because the students from College of Minmet and the students from Techno could never rag the students of Bangkok because they were superior in numbers. And that's the first year that they had the opportunity. So to rag the students of Bangkok, okay, and then we really bore the brunt of it. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Singh, for saying all these nice words and the history. We learned a lot, and we salute you, sir. And with that, I request our chief guest, Dr. Jain, to say a few words to us. We are all eager to hear, sir, your words of wisdom, and we hope that first thing I must thank you from the core of my heart, okay, that you graced with your presence, you actually honored us.
Accepted and graced, both.
And
Yeah.